Hello there, my stars, my constellations, beautiful people with beautiful souls. How's it going? So this reading, we're going to do some February predictions. And it's mostly going to be about the energy that's going to be dominating your life in February. So some of them might be a little more love geared. Some of them might be a little more towards your career or just your spirituality in general. So I'm super excited for this reading and for it to be a new month in general, just because new things can happen with new months. So we have pile 1, pile 2, pile 3, and pile 4. Take however long you need to decide which pile draws to you the most. You can pause the video if you need to. I would highly recommend closing your eyes and taking 3 deep breaths to help you with this decision. And then you can just scroll down to the description box where I'll post the timestamps for whichever pile you chose. And that'll take you right to the video that you need to see. And I also just want to leave a little disclaimer here that tarot is all about energies, and some things are going to resonate for you, some things won't, because it's a general reading. So just take what resonates, and if it doesn't resonate, let it go, let it flow. If it doesn't sound right, if it doesn't sound accurate, that's okay. And if that is the case, you're halfway through a pile and you're like, oh, this doesn't resonate with me at all, then maybe try a different pile. But regardless, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Please give my page a subscribe and give this video a like if you do enjoy it, and that'll let me know to make more videos like these in the future. So I'm wishing you guys all the best, and I'll see you in a minute for your pick a card. Hi pile 1. So if you're here, you chose pile 1 with the flower agate. It's so pretty. I love this crystal. So we're going to lay that right there for you to keep it in the vibes. So first of all, I did some tarot cards for how you are currently, where you're coming from, what's the energy currently, so that we can see what you're carrying with you into the month of February. And then we'll get into some more tarot later of where you're going. So first of all, I see that you're emotionally content. I'm already getting the vibes like you've come a long way, you've been through a lot, and you're finally learning how to move forward. And that's providing you with some contentment and just feeling like anything is possible. And that's really beautiful. But it's also caused you to take on too many things, too many burdens, too many ideas are floating around in your head. And it's just becoming a lot. It's like you want to carry everything with you, but it's weighing you down from really flying and really going where you want to go, especially career-wise. So something big changed recently or is about to change, and it's like you're denying it, which is causing you to deny your inherent worth and your inherent beauty and power. So it's causing you to be overly dependent on other people around you, and maybe you're content with that right now, but it's too much to be existing based on the needs of others and based on others' approval. It's becoming too much for you. So we have some emotional immaturity here because of that, and it's stunting your growth a little bit. And it's like you need to, this was on the back of the deck, the Emperor, so it's like you need to step into your authority, and maybe you're in an authoritative position either at work or at home, but it's like you need to really step into that and embody this. It's like you'd rather gossip and avoid talking about your true feelings and coming to terms with your mental state and deny this big change that has occurred in your life. It's like you'd rather stay in that space and be content there than really move forward and step into this authoritative mindset and this authoritative role that you're meant to be in. That's why it's upright, is because this is you at the core. You're meant to be someone with authority, and you're meant to be someone who takes action and carries things out and makes decisions for other people who are currently in a space that causes them to be unable to make decisions for themselves. You're supposed to be a leader. So this is where you are currently, And I'm going to clear the cards and we'll get out the other tarot deck to see where you're headed in February. All right, so I just turned some music on to try to get a little more good vibes going in here. We're going to use the Mystic Mondays Tarot to see where you're going to be headed in the month of February. I'm still working on my shuffling skills. Okay, we have Ace of Pentacles, so new successful ideas. It's going to be bringing you abundance eventually. The Fool in reverse, being really, really ambitious to a fault. And the Magician in reverse, not realizing your full potential. Not realizing just how positively you affect other people. Oh, the Emperor in reverse. Interesting, because we had that on the back of the deck for where you're coming from. And Six of Cups, which is all about balance, equilibrium, emotionally. Feeling like you can have a level head. Ooh, and we have Death on the back of the deck. So the theme in February is going to be a big transformation occurring. And I feel like it's all about you stepping into your own power. We have Ace of Pentacles here, which means you have a lot of really solid potential. In February, you're going to be gaining like this golden nugget of inspiration and ideas. And I'm feeling like it's going to be a creative one. But you're going to feel so ambitious and so excited that it's going to take a while to actually implement it. You're not going to see the true magic in your simplicity. In the simplicity of just having this in your head, automatically your surroundings are going to start to change, and that's going to start to change you and how you act and how you go about your ideas, especially in your career. And so this overexcitement is going to hinder you a little bit. And it's like you're going to need to step into your power. You're going to need to really take the reins in this situation. But in February, one thing that's good is you'll have a level head. You'll be level-headed emotionally, and that's going to help you to really go through this transformative experience. Yeah, I feel like this is a lot about your own power and being in your own element and trusting that it doesn't take a lot for you to really affect the other people around you. It's time for you to stand on this throne. It's time for you to step into that and truly accept it. Yeah, it's like you have all this power, so much so that even by just doing little things, it's affecting others around you, which can be both a good thing and a bad thing. It's like you'll be tempted to be arrogant or just overzealous rather than doing some good in the world. And so that's going to cause you to deny your inherent power. And 0 means endless possibilities. There's endless possibilities for what could happen with this new gold nugget of inspiration that you're going to get. But it's possible that you'll be tempted to use that for ignoring the good things coming to you rather than taking them in stride and actually implementing those. So I have your oracle cards here. We're going to look a little bit more in depth into what's going on in the month of February. So first we have a time to give rather than to take. Yeah. stepping into this leadership mentality where you can give to others. You have that power, you have the ability. It's like you have niceties, you have luxuries, and Spirit is asking you to give them to other people. Not just give everything away, but share it. That's really going to affect you as a person. It's going to transform you as a person in a very, very beautiful way. We also have don't let pride get in your way. Yeah. Everyone's going through it, man. Especially right now. And for the past year, of course. But don't let pride get in your way and take away from these beautiful gifts that you have. And we have service. I feel good when I can help others. So what's something little that you can do in February that's going to help others around you? You know, on TV and stuff, everybody, in some cartoons and things, I'm saying, like, people go through this transformation where they finally give things away and they're like, oh, I actually like this because it makes me feel good. And it's kind of interesting because service always ends up coming back around in a cycle to make the person giving feel good. And so, you know, if you don't feel motivated to let this gold nugget be shared, then let that be a motivation for you. Like, oh, it's going to make me feel good. It's going to motivate me to go even further. And denial. I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. So I feel like Spirit is asking you to really focus on that tower moment from before that happened before the month of February, that's already happened, to tune into how that's affecting your fears with other people right now and become aware of that so that you can get rid of those fears. We have here and now, being in the present moment, focusing on change. 3 and 2, this has the number 32 in it. So 3 and 2 combine to make 5, which is all about changes. Living in the present moment, going with your gut, staying away from denying what needs to happen in your personal life. And we have Between Worlds in reverse. So I'm just going to read from the book for this one, if I can find it. Okay, it says, be mindful of your expectations. This is not a time for guarantees. Things will not go exactly as you plan or dictate. Let go and see what Spirit has in store. What takes hold in your life will be better than you can imagine. So yeah, I feel like it's really a time to accept that things are changing, whether you like it or not. So Spirit is saying it's time to get on that horse. It's time to use your observational skills for good. If you see someone is needing help, or if you can sense it, that's a nudge in the right direction. It's not all just about you in the month of February. This is a lot. I feel like this is a lot of energy about other people and creating that equilibrium within your emotions, feeling like you're giving back what you're receiving. That's super important in the month of February for you guys. So I have these self-care cards, which is going to give you some advice of what's going to be really valuable to you during the month of February. Clear your energy field. Yeah, clearing out this denial. Finding some way to relax, like aromatherapy, massage, or even just putting on some soft meditation music in the background, doing something to like change where you're at, make you feel like you're in a new room, in a new life, in a new place. That's going to really help you with this transition and with being motivated to be around other people and help other people. We also have some self-care, positive affirmations. So it seems kind of silly to be telling yourself little messages every day, especially if it's the same one over and over again, but it can help change your mentality. It can help shift you to a place of feeling like you're in half full cup instead of half empty cup. It's all about perspective. And yeah, positive affirmations, being like, I can do this. My voice is valuable. I am beautiful. I have a beautiful soul. I have a beautiful heart and beautiful intentions. That's going to really affect this whole transformation that you're going through. And we also have hydrate. So yeah, I feel like this whole reading is about the little things, the simple things. Something as simple as drinking enough water in your day is going to help you feel better physically. Like if you're someone who struggles with headaches or achy muscles or joint tension, any of those things, or even just carrying out your day with a clear head, hydrating is going to be huge. It's going to be something that is just so small, but it's really going to help you. And we also have some love cards for February. So let's see what they say. Balance. And I feel like in this case, it's about loving others, not really relationship love. It's just about love in general and what love you're willing to show to the world in your everyday interactions, especially in the workplace. So it says, love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. So how can you challenge yourself in the month of February? To listen to your observations and listen to your heart in a positive way that's going to affect the people around you. Reflection. Trust and have faith that all will work out for the best. So I feel like this card is more about trusting that the energy you give out is going to come back around to you, and just reflecting on some of the fears that you have and where they came from is really going to enhance your experience in February. And then it says, imagine all unwanted thoughts dissolving into light, creating room for new opportunities and possibilities for your life. So yeah, how can you transmute this tower moment that just happened? How can you transmute that to really enhance your life, enhance your self-worth, enhance your being, and that's going to enhance other people. The month of February is all about other people this month, you guys. And that might be hard to accept, especially with all the social media going around saying self-care, self-care, self-care. But this month, Spirit is saying your self-care is care for others. So boost up your confidence, reflect, create an equilibrium within yourself, whatever you need to do. It says clear your energy field, positive affirmations, and hydrate. So those are some physical things that's really going to help you be motivated in the month of February. So I'm wishing you guys luck. I'm wishing you guys all the positivity in the world. I know you can do this. I believe in you. And it's going to be a huge transformation for you. Just wait and see. In February, it's going to be beautiful by the end of it. At first, I feel like it's going to be really hard for you guys. It's going to be an identity crushing experience. You're going to be like, oh, why do I have to give this away? But it's that much more valuable if you share it. If you share your experiences and share your heart and share your efforts with other people, it's going to come right back around to you. So yeah, there's definitely hope in this situation, and just live in the present moment, take it day by day, really let those emotions rush in and feel them, because you're going through this change for a reason. So yeah, I'm wishing you guys all the best. Please like this video or comment down below what you're going through during the month of February. I would really like to hear about it and create a running relationship with you guys so that I can help more specifically in the future. But I'm wishing you a great day and take care of yourselves. Bye! Hi, pile 2. If you're here, you chose pile 2 with the smoky quartz. I love this crystal. I think it's my favorite one to meditate with right now just because it's so dark and mysterious, but it's also clear. You can see through the other side, so it's like a paradox. Anyways, so first I did some tarot about where you're coming from as you enter the month of February. What's been going on in your life? Who are you? What do you do? So let's get into it. So first of all, I see that you've really been working on getting all your ducks in a row, and it's like kind of this, you're in this waiting period of wanting to see your results really grow and flourish, but you're just waiting. You're just standing there waiting for the tide to roll in, basically. And it's kind of taking a long time, longer than you hoped, so it's making you want to give up on yourself. It's making you feel like you don't really have confidence anymore, and you're kind of waiting on approval of other people. So yeah, it's like this temptation to give up, this temptation to give in to your fears that it's not going to work out. But I do see that this is causing you to grow emotionally. It's like you're wanting to act on your emotions. This is very emotionally overwhelming for you, and you want to do something about it. And we also have 8 of Pentacles. That was on the back of the deck. So yeah, it says planting seeds for the future, manifesting power, ambitions, and prosperity, great potential for success. And I feel like you guys need to hear this. So it says right here, I plant my goals with intention, direct focus, and faith. So this is all about planting those seeds and waiting it out, being like, when is this going to come to fruition? When am I really going to see the results of my efforts? And I feel like this is a creative venture for you guys. Like maybe you make music, or maybe you create art and you're trying to get yourself out there. In a tough time, honestly, it's a tough time to network with people and get people's attention, especially with Instagram's darn algorithm of putting celebrities first, always. But you got something to say, and you have resilience, so there's no need to give up. So yeah, we're going to get into what's going to happen in the month of February, but these seeds are planted, and Spirit sees that, Spirit acknowledges it, and so we'll see what happens. Let's find out with your tarot. Alright guys, so I'm going to shuffle these Mystic Monday tarot cards, and we're going to see what to expect in the month of February. Still working on those shuffling skills, you know. And it's so interesting. Some decks are harder to shuffle than others. King of Cups again. Lots and lots of Pentacles, guys. So yeah, this is definitely money related. This is definitely related to some idea you have that you want to turn into your main source of income. And on the back of the deck, we have the Hermit. I just want to note that. So, yeah, it's like you're so eager and you're so humbled by these ideas in the month of February. And the effort, all the effort you've been putting in has really humbled you. It's made you realize, like, wow, it's a lot of effort. to do things that are creative and to get money out of it. And to make that my main source of income, it takes a lot of effort and it takes a lot of willpower. And yeah, I'm seeing like this is something that, there's a lot riding on this. It's like you really are depending on this for your source of income. Maybe you this is just going to resonate for some people, but I'm seeing some people might have quit a job in order to pursue this creative pursuit. And so there's a lot of riding on it. There's a lot of things, riding on this, like your rent and your bills and your livelihood, living comfortably. So that's something that's making you really emotional. There's a lot riding on this. And it's stressing you out. And it's distracting you from the fact that it's going to take a lot of work. The Seven of Pentacles is all about when things are down, making that decision to keep going, making that decision to keep putting your efforts into this creative pursuit so that it's going to grow. Even if it's already growing a little bit, there's so much more left in store for this. So Spirit is saying, don't give up. And communication is going to be a big factor. Getting your ideas out there and getting your creativity out there, kind of stepping back down to this humble side of yourself when you present your work to other people and saying like, hey, look, I need support. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with admitting that you need support, that you need help. Maybe it's a good idea to look to others for help. Even if it involves just like looking up people who inspire you and looking up their story, because things don't happen overnight. Things that last do not happen overnight. And I feel like the way social media and everything is, it just makes it seem like it does. Because sometimes things blow up due to the internet. But do those people last? Usually no. And if you're wanting to make this your main source of income and make it your whole life, basically, if you want it to consume your life, then it's going to have to consume your life. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's going to have to consume your efforts, and it's requiring a lot of watering, a lot of time, maybe a lot of nights spent thinking about this endeavor. But that's not a bad thing. Wherever you get inspired with this idea, there's limitless possibilities, and it can change and mold and grow. As you change and mold and grow, it's going to come with you. I feel like this is something very, very close to your heart. And that's why it's so, so difficult for you right now. But in February, it's going to be a process. It's going to be a process of not wanting to accept that it's going to take all this work, but you need to accept that in order to move forward with this idea. And there's limitless possibilities. That's what the Fool is all about. So you're just at the very beginning of making this what you truly want it to be. And that's so beautiful because, like I said a couple times, anything is possible. Absolutely anything is possible. So let's take a look at your oracles and see what Spirit has to say. We'll get some more in-depth advice for the month of February and what's going to happen as you change and grow with this idea. So first we have emotions are running high. That is definitely true in this situation. This is something you're very emotionally attached to. It's like your baby. I don't know whether you have kids or not. This idea is like your baby. It's like coming out of you, and it's something that's coming out of who you are as a person. And you're trying to express that to the world and make a statement and be like, hey, this is me. And I deserve to be able to have this as my main identity. My income is my identity because that's how special I am. And you're right. You're definitely right about that. And we have faith in your dreams. So yeah, this is a divine dream that you have. This is something about your place in the world, and that's really special. So we have regret. I know that I cannot change the past. And I feel like in this, it's saying if you give up, like how we had the 9 of Wands in reverse earlier, if you take that energy, if you let this overwhelm your emotions to the point that you give up and let this anxiety about, all these things riding on this one opportunity, if you let it get to you and you give up, then you're going to regret it. So don't make any rash, hasty decisions to give up or delete all your work or anything like that. Keep it close to you. Keep it close to your heart. We have surrender. I can release my need to control. So yeah, I feel like just let the process happen. Let other people see you. And things like that take time. Envy. I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So yeah, if you're feeling any envy towards people who already seem to have, let's say, everything in order, everything is going great for them, Spirit is warning you not to envy that, because the idea that you have, this pursuit that you're doing, is truly unique. Yeah, I feel like it's something creative. This might resonate for some of you, but I feel like for a lot of you, it's definitely creative, like cooking or creating art or knitting or creating clothes or creating music, just creating somehow. Oh, and we have abundance. I am a limitless being and I can manifest whatever I desire in this physical reality. So that's a confirmation right there. This is going to be abundant for you. If you let the process happen and you continue to put the effort in and accept the longevity of something beautiful like this, it will be abundant. In the physical sense, it will provide you with money and income so that it can become who you are. That's your main thing. You don't have any side hustles because this is going to be your main thing. Okay? But February is all about getting this humbleness back, getting this eagerness. Anything is possible. So we have clean it up. So if you have any negative thoughts, any reservations about or fears about where this is going, about feeling overwhelmed, like, oh, I'm putting so much work into this and it's not going anywhere, get rid of that negativity. Spirit is saying clean it up, clean up your thoughts. Become aware of when your mind goes to a negative place, and your mind is like a muscle. You have to train it. You have to train it to get rid of that negativity. So maybe it would be good to practice, like every time you think a negative thought about yourself or about where this is going, catching yourself and being like, no, that's not actually true. That's just my brain talking. That's just my emotions getting to me, getting the best of me. And we have community. So yeah, I feel like this is definitely an endeavor that's depending on other people noticing you. You really want to get yourself out there, whether it's on social media or through your local community, but ask others for help. Ask others to support. Send it. Don't just expect people to notice it randomly, promote yourself, get yourself out there and be like, hey, this is something that's really meaningful to me. And if you care about me, then I would really appreciate if you checked this out and if you gave me feedback. That's going to be a vital part of your life in February. Feeding off the support of others, because it is there, but it's not just going to happen. You got to put yourself out there and have some humility, have some humbleness. It takes two to tango or more. There's nothing wrong with relying on your community. We have look to the stars for your self-care. I've pulled a few self-care cards, by the way. So we have look to the stars. So if you're into astrology, or if you have CoStar on your phone, or even just actually going outside and looking at the stars at night, Finding some way to give yourself some sense of hope with this endeavor, whatever that may be. We have movement. So yeah, like if you're working really, really hard all day on something, don't forget to take breaks and move around and stretch out and just get silly with yourself. That's going to make you feel more lighthearted about the situation and not so like, oh my gosh, if this doesn't work out, then blah, 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 blah. It's slippery slope mentality, you know? Moving around is definitely going to be a big factor. And we have dream journal. So I don't know if you guys are into art, but Salvador Dali, he's a world-renowned artist, and all of his paintings, or at least some of them, came from his dreams. Like he would fall asleep, and as soon as he had a dream, he would drop a spoon or something like that. I don't know, you can look it up. Sorry, it might be inaccurate what I'm saying, but anyways, he would get all his ideas from dreams, and he would just paint it out right away, and that became something so much cooler than he probably could have thought of while he was awake. So yeah, you're going to get some ideas about this endeavor in your dreams, and you might think, oh, that's crazy, like my dreams are so wild and so intangible that it doesn't make any sense for this situation. But I'm telling you, it's important to start a dream journal. Every person has 5 rounds of REM sleep, which is your dream sleep, per night. So you're getting all these ideas, you're getting these downloads from spirit about what's going to be the next course of action that's going to be the best for you, and new creative ways to put yourself out there. So start a dream journal. That's going to be a good place to start. Look to the stars. Look to your dreams. Look to what's happening behind the scenes. That rhymed. Okay, so I also did a reading about love. We have a few love cards for you guys in the month of February. So it says surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out. So I feel like that kind of goes back to this clean it up card. Cleaning out that negativity just across the board in your life, not only with career, but now we know it's also about love. There's something blocking you from receiving all that you're meant to receive. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And manifesting miracles. Your dream is too soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow its guidance. So yeah, we have a lot going on in the month of February, and it's like that 3 of Wands from earlier. It's like that waiting period. It's like accepting that it's going to take a while and it's going to take a lot of effort, but that's beautiful. It's going to help you trust yourself. It's going to help you trust your dreams, your inherent knowing that maybe you can't access if you're trying so hard. If you have so much riding on it and you're just stressed out, take a step back. It's going to work out. It's going to cause abundance to come into your life and flow. Don't be jealous of others right now, because that's just going to be a distraction from where you're supposed to be headed. And it is a process. It's a journey. So give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. It's going to happen. So February is all about surrendering, having faith in your dreams. And wow, we actually have surrender twice. I just realized that. So yeah, in your love life, in your career life, surrender. If something's not working out the way that you want it to, don't force it. Just go with the flow, and miracles are going to happen. So I'm super excited for you guys, because this is just such beautiful energy. It's like raw, and it's about, it's just raw. And it's about that humbleness. And I love it. It's great. So let me know what you think down in the comments. I'd really like to hear how this process is going for you, if this resonates for you. And yeah, I'm wishing you all the best in the month of February. So have a great day and good luck. You got this. I believe in you. Spirit believes in you. You just got to believe in yourself. Take care of yourself. Bye, guys. Hello there, pile 3. If you're here, you chose pile 3 with the moss agate. I love this pillar. It looks like space. It looks like if you went up to Earth, sorry. It looks like if you went up to space as an astronaut and you looked back down on Earth. Like, that's what it looks like to me, but I really love it. So, ironically enough, it's not ironic. We got spirit on our backs. But anyways, we have a lot of green. Look, it all matches the moss. And I just think that's really cool. So if green means something to you, this like tealy, bluish, greenish combination, I would definitely look up the meaning of those colors, because that in and of itself is a message to you. So let's get right into it. I did a tarot shuffling to see where you're coming from, where your energy is at this time, so that then we have a better context when we find out where you're going to be heading in February. So it seems like you're a dreamer. You've got a lot going on in your unconscious mind that supports your identity of who you are. And you've been through a lot. You have a lot of strength. You have a lot of power, a lot of determination, and you're just a strong ass person. Like, you have a strong personality, and you are just calmly determined to get whatever it is that you need to get done. It's like this deliberation. And the inspiration all comes from your dreams. It all comes from your aspirations. And the moon also can represent having like light worker attributes, having a connection with spirit. So that's something in and of itself that's really beautiful. And you've had a lot of options in life, especially recently. You've had a lot of options presenting themselves to you, and it's like you're afraid of choosing the wrong one. It's causing you to be indecisive right now. And that's causing you to forget the bigger picture, forget that whichever one you choose, whichever one you end up choosing is going to be a part of the greater cycle of life. It's going to be part of your karmic cycle and help you to be who you're really supposed to be. Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of mental conflict with this, a lot of overthinking, and it's causing you to kind of be miserable. Yeah, these cards are all kind of telling the same story, because then we have Judgment in reverse, which talks about self-doubt, hiding behind many masks, denying yourself and your loved ones the experience of your true nature or essence. Wow, that is heavy. So yeah, it's like this delay of deciding between all these options is affecting not only you, but it's affecting the other people around you. So that is some heavy stuff right there. But you have this intuition, you have this power, this intuition, this strength that's driving you as a person. But you've just kind of been forgetting about it lately. So let's get into what's going to happen in the month of February for you guys. All right, guys. So now we're going to shuffle these and see what your tarot is looking like for February 2021. Wow, all sorry, I cannot talk today. It's all spiritual cards so far, so that's pretty interesting. So this is definitely about who you are at your core. month of February. That one wanted to pop out. And let's look at the back of the deck. Yeah, so I feel like there's an imbalance here spiritually and emotionally. You're not sure whether to follow what other people want for you or what you want for you. And that's a huge decision to make, but if those two things are different, then that's already a sign that you should follow yourself. Because who knows you better than you? Nobody. So yeah, it's like traditional values. People are placing these traditional values on you, and maybe they're not even doing it currently, but just you grew up in a traditional way. And that's kind of coming back to haunt you right now because you don't want to be traditional. You want to tip the scales and do things differently. And that's going against your karmic cycle. That's going against how this wheel of fortune of life that we're in is supposed to turn. This is a cycle and it's coming to an end and you're about to step into a new one. But you're not really ready because you're still focused on these traditional values. And that's kind of ruling your headspace right now. And it's causing you to not be where you're supposed to be. Yeah, you have this new spark, this new thing that makes you feel butterflies in your stomach. And it could be, I feel like for some of you, it could be a new person that you want to pursue, whether it's friendship or relationship. And for other people, I feel like it's a new idea that you want to carry with you into your current job, or if you don't have a job, it's a new idea of how you want to define yourself, how you want to create your own destiny and go against the grain. That's what I'm getting here. And so with the Princess of Wands, that is the same thing as the Page of Wands, and that's in reverse. Yeah, so that's about things not going according to your own plans. Grand ideas that used to inspire you have fallen flat after attempts to bring them to life. It's a bummer, but don't let that stop you from trying new things. Yeah, and maybe somebody else is in your life who has this female energy. It doesn't have to be a female, but it's like draining you. Maybe it's your mom. Maybe it's somebody who really cares a lot about you, and that's draining your energy from this new spark of ideas that you're having, this new passion that's been ignited. It's like a little fire, a little ember, but it's imbalanced, so it's not going to come to fruition in February. And I'm also seeing impatience here with the Temperance. And I'm pretty sure that was the one on the back of the deck. So yeah, February is all going to be about feeling like you're running out of time, feeling like things aren't happening in a timely manner, and that you don't have enough time to really explore this new idea. You're feeling deflated when this is something that's so great that it should be inflating you. It should be sparking up your inspiration and making you feel like you can really do it. And it's also a learning experience, learning how to cultivate your patience. Learning that you don't have to follow the traditional values. Yeah, this is a very, very spiritual month for you. So let's go ahead and get into your oracles to see what else Spirit has to say about it, about February. You're very close to achieving your goal. So I feel like your goal in this situation is just having your own mindset. Feeling like you're not teeter-tottering all the time between one thing or the other. Like earlier we were talking about options. And I feel like this month in February, it's all going to be about that decision. This Ace of Wands, it's just one thing. She's holding one wand, one idea, one spark. So I feel like this choice is going to happen in February, but you're not necessarily happy about it. But you have the opportunity to be happy about it. You're very close to achieving your goal. Feeling at peace with yourself, feeling like things are moving in the right direction. That's what February is going to be all about for you guys. And we have a win-win outcome is forecast. So those other people you feel like you're going to be letting down, they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay because you're going to be okay. And if it's someone who really cares about you, you being happy is going to be the best thing that you can give to them. Blame. I accept responsibility for my well-being. Wow. Yeah, this is all going together so beautifully. So yeah, accepting that you know yourself best and you know what your goals are and how to feel good about yourself and who you are as a person, more so than anybody else can tell you right now. So in February, it's going to be like taking the reins of your own life, basically. And we have courage. Yeah, it takes courage to go against somebody else's will for you and what somebody else wants for you, because it's easy to get mixed up and feel like that's what you want for yourself too. So it takes courage to break out of that, to break these cycles. That's also what the Wheel of Fortune in reverse is about, is breaking the cycle. And this new idea is going to help you do that. It's a gift. It's been given to you by Spirit. And we had the moon earlier, which is saying that you intuitively know this. You know that this is a good thing for you and that it's going to take you farther than what somebody else's expectations could ever take you. So be patient with yourself. You might feel impatient in February. This is a warning to try to work on your patience with yourself. And look at this, we have balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. So yeah, this is about you in the month of February. You're going to be balancing yourself out. When in the past, maybe you felt like you went from one extreme to the other, between happiness and sadness, or hope and desperation, it's going to be balancing out for you in February because of this new spark. And like I said earlier, for some of you, I feel like it's going to be a person that's a friend maybe who's going to come in and give you some inspiration about yourself and be like, hey, that's a great idea, give you some feedback about it, and support you through that. But whether it's a person or whether it's a new idea, like a new hobby, that's going to help you balance out who you want to be. It's going to help you feel like you're, cruising along in that energy of being who you really are. That's so beautiful, guys. And we have time to go in reverse. So yeah, I feel like you just need to sit still for a little bit. You don't need to, if you have the option to do something that somebody tells you to do, or someone suggests to you, if it comes from somebody else, like in the month of February, it's probably not for you. So I feel like sitting still and following your intuition in the month of February is going to be huge. And we also have TikTok, which goes along with temperance. It's like you feel like you're running out of time, and you're not. So that's going to be a huge growing point in February, is feeling that way and finding ways to cope with that. And we have poised in reverse. So yeah, I feel like you're putting on a show for somebody else and it's just not working out anymore. You can't do this forever, you know? So drop that persona, drop that looking perfect, feeling perfect all the time, that agreeableness with other people. You don't have to agree. You don't have to go along with these traditional values if it's not for you. And you have time. So I feel like for some of you, it's feeling like it's easier to go along with everybody else than it is to go with your own gut and your own idea, this Ace of Wands energy. And I feel like that's causing your spark to go out a little bit. This Princess of Wands in reverse could be you. Somebody that has all this edginess and all this great energy that can be put towards something, and it's just not happening. So you gotta let your guard down. You gotta stop pretending to be somebody you're not for the sake of others, because even though it's easier to do that, Spirit is saying it's not working out for you right now. And if you go with your gut, if you go with this Ace of Wands, a win-win outcome is forecast. That's going to turn this scale to be even. We have 2 scales here. So yeah, and we have balance. So I feel like it's all about energy exchange. Are you giving to something that's going to give back to you? And if the answer to that is no, or maybe I'm not really sure, then yeah, you got to let that go. It's the end. It's the end of the cycle. You got to let it go. So I asked Spirit what self-care activities are going to be helpful for you in the month of February. So I feel like these things hopefully will allow you to find this patience in this time of chaos. And so let's see. Take a walk. So yeah, if you have a conflict with somebody, or if you're just feeling too in your head that day, just take a walk. Get outside, get some fresh air, see some new things, some new surroundings. That's going to be really helpful for you. We have write a gratitude list. So this idea is a really good, beautiful thing. And writing out a gratitude list, the things you're thankful for about yourself, the things you're thankful for in general, that's going to be so valuable for you in the month of February. It's going to bring you back a little bit. And abundance planning. So we have a 1 here, and we have a 1 with the Ace of Wands. So whatever this new idea is, this new hobby, this new spark, this new person, plan it out. What are your intentions with this? Where do you want to see it grow? Where do you see yourself with this? How does it fit into your life, your current situation? That's going to be really helpful for you. And last but not least, we have these love oracle cards. So these might have to do with this new person that we're talking about, if it's a love situation, or it might just have to do with your love life in general in the month of February. So it says, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. So I feel like this is going back to your options. This is about your heart. This is about you feeling right with yourself, feeling justice, feeling justified with yourself, being able to look in the mirror and be like, hey, I'm proud of you. And you haven't really been able to do that for a while. So yeah, like we were talking about with temperance, wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course, especially if this is about disappointing a loved one. You know, give them time, give them space. It's okay. Give yourself time and space. Your worth is not determined by this other person's approval of you. It's really not. And we have time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. So yeah, I feel like that's a pretty clear message. February is a big month for you guys. A lot's going to be happening, but if you choose one of those options that we had with the 7 of Cups in reverse earlier, if you choose and you make this your Ace of Wands, your new spark, your new potential, and those options could have been about people too, but regardless, somebody is going to be disappointed, and that's okay. This is about your happiness. This is about the endings of those miserable cycles of feeling like you can't really get where you want to go. So yeah, I believe in you guys, and this is exciting energy. It's definitely very heavy, but there is a positive spin to it. You're very close to achieving your goal, and a win-win outcome is forecast. So yeah, if you take the reins, if you accept responsibility for your well-being, defend your needs, defend like, hey, this is something that excites me and makes me feel good and makes me feel like I want to keep running with it, then that's all you have to explain to anybody. So follow your intuition and things are going to balance out eventually. You're brave. You got this. You had that strength card earlier and you have this courage card now. You are brave and you have been through a lot, and that's for a reason. This transformation, this transition time in February is going to be a lot, but it's going to turn things around in your favor and honestly in other people's favor too. So I hope that the month of February goes well for you. If you want a personal reading about this to get a little more detail about what you should do, if you're questioning yourself, then please don't hesitate to email me. My email is down in the description box below. But yeah, I'm wishing you guys all the best, and please let me know down in the comments if this resonated with you. I really like to hear your story, and I'm wishing you all the best, like I said. So I hope you have a great day, and thank you for watching. Bye! Hi, Pile 4. If you're here, then you chose Pile 4 with this selenite. So crystal clear. Let's see if it'll focus. Yeah, I really like this crystal because it's supposed to be a cleansing energy because it's just so clear and natural and neutral as well. So first I shuffled some tarot cards to see what the energy is currently, like where you're coming from, before we get into the future predictions. So you're somebody who is really ambitious, almost to a fault. And it actually says in the book egomania. So you're someone who really cares about their pride. And we also have a lot of wands here. So you could be a fire sign, which I think is Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, I believe. But there's a lot of wands here. So there's a lot of fiery spirit, spontaneity, like you're a spontaneous person. You're coming in hot everywhere you go. You just got this bright and unstoppable energy. You really care about your success. You like to be on the spotlight, and you have been working on your humbleness a little bit. And you have a lot of good things coming to you. You've just finished out a cycle. We have a lot of cycles in these readings actually, but yeah, you are someone who is going places, that's for sure. And we have the Eight of Cups. So you might be in this ego state, in this overly ambitious state, being too assertive as a way to kind of cover up your reservations behind trying to walk away from something. You had to walk away from something that you cared about recently. And that's causing you some hardship that you're trying to cover up by being spontaneous, being in the spotlight, doing all these things to make it seem like, oh yeah, I got it all together. It's all good, man. I'm the cream of the crop right here, which you are. You really are. But I sense some inner sadness that isn't really going away. And that's kind of humbling you. So yeah, we're going to shuffle some other tarot cards to get into the energy of February, and we'll see what's in store for you guys. Before we get into that though, I want to also add that this humbleness is enabling your luck to turn around. So maybe you feel like a little more positive lately and like you can accomplish anything. And so yeah, this humbleness, this sadness, this realizing that you don't have to be okay all the time, that is causing luck to turn into your favor. So yeah, let's see what the future has in store for you guys. Alright guys, we're going to shuffle these Mystic Monday cards to get a closer look into what to expect in February. Wow. We got a lot of personality cards for you guys. So I feel like this is about, I feel like the month of February is about somebody else. Either relationship or friendship or situationship. I feel like that's going to be the main focus in February. Wow. Didn't we have, well, anyways, yeah, we have 2 cards about imbalance right now. So something is going to be off. Somebody's going to be putting more work than the other person. Yeah. Okay. Yep. There's an imbalance between you and somebody else. You got to take your authority. Create boundaries. Make them scared of you a little bit. Scared of you leaving them a little bit. And, you know, we have the 8 of Cups, so I feel like this is an on and off situation. But they're going to want to come back, and you already know the situation. You already know that somebody is given more and somebody is taken more in this friendship, relationship, situationship, whatever's going on. And you got to stand your ground in February. That's what this is all about. And maybe you're the person who is taken more than the other person. And you got to be the bigger person to say, hey, this is not okay. Because you know it's not. We have imbalance physically and imbalance spiritually. So there could be, somebody could be taking care of the money situation, imbalance emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Wow. Sorry, I'm just trying to take this all in because it's a lot. It's that 8 of Cups energy. I think you're more sad than you want anybody to know, including yourself. You're sad about it. Yeah, and this could be a cycle because we have the Ace and the 2 of Pentacles right here together. Not allowing it to move forward. We have the Knight of Wands in reverse. This energy is hard to read. I feel like this situation that's happening is hard to read. It's a lot. But the person in your life, I feel like this is the card representing the person that we're talking about, this relationship we're talking about. This is someone who's ethereal, who's regal, who really nurtures the people around her and is so beautiful because of that. And it doesn't have to be a woman. It could be somebody who doesn't identify as female but has a lot of feminine energy. Takes care of those around her or him. Is in tune with their emotions and in tune with other people's emotions. Yeah, this person is very beautiful, but something is not right here. And that's hindering the experience. Yeah, Spirit is asking you to not burn so hot, to kind of push the brakes a little bit. Because I see two extremes here. I see that there's like one person putting it all in, putting all the work in, and the other person taking all the effort and just absorbing it. It needs to come to here where it's even. And of course nothing is ever even, but just where you two are supporting each other. What are you afraid of, Pile 4? Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying to be negative or come for your neck or anything, but I feel like it's you who's the one who's taking more and the other person who's giving more. That's just the sense that I'm getting. And this Queen of Cups has so much to give. She's got this cup that's just spreading out into the environment around her. Her emotions are super giving and loving and in tune. And I feel like you're taking it for granted. So yeah, let's get into the oracles and see what else is going on behind the scenes. This is heavy, heavy energy, guys. It's crazy. Meditate and contemplate. So think before you act in this situation. Push the brakes, slow it down. Contemplate your emotions. Contemplate how this person makes you feel. The energy is gaining momentum. So something is going to happen in February between you two. A fiery climax approaches. So yeah, it's going to come to a point where either you're going to realize that things are unbalanced or the other person is going to realize, but it's going to cause the truth to come out. It's about taking the reins, like how we have this emperor here. It's about being willing to change things. Because right now, the way things are, it's not okay. If you want this Queen of Cups to keep being a queen, if you want to build them up instead of bring them down. Yeah, this is a lot. Okay, we have, look at that, we have change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. So I feel like honesty is a big factor in the month of February. If you feel this energy changing, if you feel like you need to do something or say something, I feel like you should do it. But also, don't get too ahead of yourself. Don't get so inspired that you overlook the nuances and the little things that can happen in the month of February. Like, I feel like you need to think very, very short term in February instead of long term. Because changes are happening, and that's enough. That's enough. You don't need to be thinking about 5 years from now with this person and all that stuff. Focus on right now. Focus on this energy that's gaining momentum right now, because it's happening. And we have grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So yeah, you definitely walked away from this person, or they walked away. Something, sorry, it's not focusing, but something happened. And you feel like it was a loss to you. And I feel like that made you appreciate this person even more, that Queen of Cups energy even more. Empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation. So understanding that it's hard for both of you. This imbalance, this injustice that's happening between you two on a daily basis, I mean, it's a lot. We have 3 imbalances. I just can't get over that because that's a lot on so many levels. And it's kind of breaking both of your spirits with this Ace of Pentacles. It's making you both feel unsuccessful, like your effort is going nowhere, you know? So anyways, yeah. Have empathy for the other person. You're both trying your best. You're both doing your hardest. And if you have gone through this change where you appreciate this person now, how are you going to show that? How are you going to show this newfound empathy that you have? Because I feel like this is a new thing that you can really practice in February. How are you going to show it? Let's see if I can get the lighting a little better. Yeah, that's better. How are you going to show it? Okay. Flexible. Yeah, I feel like this goes with the empathy card too. Being flexible, being able to take on things that you weren't able to take on before. And that's going to change your perspective with this person. Wow. And we have regeneration in reverse. So yeah, I feel like you've been avoiding this change for a long time. And maybe it's like you don't want to regenerate. Maybe you just want to keep generating in the same direction. But in order to do that, something's got to change. Regeneration doesn't have to mean dropping everything and getting rid of things. It's like a need to regenerate yourself. And we have 2 10s here with these 2 oracle cards. Well, yeah, because 1 and 9 reduces to 10, and so does 4 and 6. So this is a cycle. It's coming to a head. And how are you going to act? You need to meditate and contemplate on that, how you're going to act towards this person. That's going to be huge in February. And so I got some self-care cards, and we're going to see which kind of little rituals are going to help you with this energy in February. Drink tea. Create art. Get those emotions out, man. Get that 8 of Cups energy, the sadness. Get it out. Let it be seen. Let it be heard. Even to yourself. If you're someone who's not super in tune with your emotions, creating art is a great way to see how you're really feeling. And be still. So yeah, I feel like with the drinking tea and being still, it's like producing is not what you have to be doing in the month of February. You don't have to be chugging things out, you know, to make income or whatever. This is heavily about a person. And I feel like it's either friendship or love. But yeah, just go out on your porch in the morning, try something new, like drinking tea and being still and not actually doing anything that's going to produce any results. Just being still with yourself, having nothing around you except for you and your own thoughts. That's going to be huge in the month of February because it's going to make you realize what you've been thinking and what you've been doing and how you've been acting. All right, so I also shuffled some love oracle cards. So I feel like these are going to be super relevant since this reading has been all about love. Whether it's a relationship / situationship with somebody else or a friendship, that's all about love, right? It's about your heart. It's about who you care about and relationships within your life. So yeah, we have freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Free yourself. Free yourself from this dynamic. Yeah, this is a lot. This dynamic has been disappointing, I feel like, to both of you in this situation. So there's nothing stopping you from making things right. You know what you need to do. Embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So yeah, embrace that sadness. It's there for a reason. It's there to help you. It's your guide. I mean, I know sadness sucks for a little while, but if it's sad to the point that you're still sad about it, then something needs to change. And I feel like that's your guide to come back to this person with a new perspective that is going to help generate. I feel like this balance needs to be generated in the first place. This empathy, that's going to help you show affection to this person, you know? Okay, close your eyes and tell yourself that you deserve to feel joyful. You can allow joy into your life regardless of the circumstances you currently find yourself in. Wow, that is so true. So be still in the month of February. Drink some tea, enjoy the little things of life, enjoy the flavors and the surroundings and the air. Yeah, you do deserve to feel joyful. And I feel like you've been compromising your own joy by playing the role that you have been in this imbalance, this emotional, spiritual, and physical imbalance. How can you balance it out? How can you have empathy for the other person and be like, man, they've been working so hard and I've been working so hard too, but it's kind of been in the wrong direction. How can I change that? How can I change my direction and become nurturing, like the Queen of Cups, become nurturing and empathetic as well? How can I get on that playing field? How can I level the playing field? Am I going to drag someone else down with me, or am I going to rise up to meet their level? The choice is yours. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear already. I feel like you chose this selenite for a reason because you wanted to gain some clarity. You already got it, man. You already know what needs to be done. You already know what you feel, but just feel it out. Create art for yourself. Create art. Yeah, this is a lot. But I'm wishing you the best in February. Please let me know down in the comments if this resonates, and sometimes tarot will call you out. That's just how it is sometimes, and it's for a reason. You can change your destiny. The energy is gaining momentum. Every little thing you do counts in this situation. So you got this. I believe in you, and I wish you all the best with this situation in February and just in general. So I hope you have a great day, and please let me know what's going on if you feel called to do so, because I would love to know your situation and your story. So enjoy the rest of your weekend, and I'm wishing you all the best. Bye!